Many people are turning to holistic therapies as natural alternatives to conventional medicine. Dr. Sam Shohet is a big part of this quiet revolution with his unique blend of skills.
I use what is best in Eastern medicine and Western medicine, bring them all together to treat the patient if they need treatment. It's a blueprint for healthy living. It's not alternative, it's not conventional, it's everything. We use applied kinesiology, I use acupuncture, I use history taking, we use observation, I use biochemistry, and the knowledge of physiology as well, which comes from Western medicine. We use homeopathy. I use all those tools. I use manual medicine sometimes, which is not in the way of manipulation, but basically just balancing. See, already I can tell you, you turn your neck more to the left, then you can turn it to the right. It's a bit restricted, okay? So we already have an imbalance. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to correct this. And we'll correct it almost straight away, and we'll do it with magnets, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. It works exactly the same way as a needle would do. It actually creates an energy field, and it actually affects acupuncture points, and that's what makes you better. Now let's have a look. Turn your head this way first. Keep your hands there. I'll show you something really interesting. What this is, and this really will explain to you in a nutshell the difference between physical medicine, which is Chinese medicine, and conventional medicine. So this is histamine. I'm going to put it on you. I'm not going to let you take it, inject it or anything. I'm just going to leave it on you because that will react with your own energy. Leave that there. That's it, the thing's there. Let's take it off, make sure you're on the right point. So that's going to be weak, yes. Put this on there, pull, and that becomes strong. Let's take it off, right? Leave the histamine on there, and that makes you weak. And it's almost like an on-off switch. Take this off, pull, strong, put it on, weak. See what's happening? So immediately I now realise that you are producing a lot of histamine. I've got to go two ways.
What I don't understand about this, is this kinesiology?
Yes.
How can it go through glass? How can it go through?
Energy goes through everywhere. What muscle testing does, it's a tool using the person themselves, that person, as an instrument to find out what is wrong with them. If I put this on, you've got a betaine on there, look at that, pull hard, and it makes you strong. So we know that's what you need, that completes the circuit, and all of a sudden you're okay. So you can use it to find out what's wrong with them, you can use it to find out what food intolerances they have, you can use it to find out if they've got any emotional problems. It just depends on what other tools you use to do that. And now we're going to find out what it is that you're producing the histamine for. This is a virus, this is a homeopathic virus. Let's put it on there, see what happens. Pull. And that's what it is, so I'm right. If I take this off, the histamine, leave the virus on there, and bingo. Look at that. See?
It's a really bizarre feeling.
It's bizarre, it's a horrible feeling actually. It excites me every time I do it. I'm really excited about it, and I don't believe it either. So it's every single time I do it, I'm expecting the thing not to work. Are tighter than the muscles on the other side, and that's the reason for that, is because you've got a problem there in that area. And that's leading to that.
Fantastic. I thought it was fascinating, and he's got so much energy and enthusiasm, and I'm very interested in obviously mechanics of what's going on in one's body anyway, so it did make a lot of sense to me.
And then you know you stop for that day. The following day you do exactly the same until you stop.
I think probably just the fact that he was very calm. It wasn't just so that I had a major problem that I had to go and have an operation or something. It was just something that could be dealt with just from eating and from supplements. And he seemed to highlight the problem that no one else has managed to do so far.
Pain in the lung, you wouldn't really be able to put your hand on it.
Quicker and quicker he chased what he was, I think, suspicious of. My symptoms were X, Y and Z, and he then started to run with it.
To yourself, I really do, because nobody's going to look after you like you. I'm very, very frustrated every time I actually watch television, read newspapers, and so on and so forth. And you see all these poor people that are being looked after and treated exactly the same way as they have been year in, year out, day in, day out, when there's something out there that we could use that will really turn the corner. Because I know you were worried. You know, at the back of your mind all the time that this has been going on for such a long time. Have I got cancer?
I have been very concerned and worried about my health. All sorts of things went through my mind and concerned me. And having been to a more conventional methods, being in hospital briefly, which I'd never been to hospital ever, it all began to really concern me because there doesn't seem to be a change in my condition. So it's just been a relief to actually go slightly an alternative approach to this and not have to take drugs.
There's no better accolade, in fact, to the treatment or whatever you're doing than somebody coming back saying to you, thank you very much, I'm really grateful, you've actually changed my life. And it's lovely to see, because it does work.
He understands immediately and deals with it, and he's very, very approachable.
Changed my life. Totally. I rarely go to a conventional doctor nowadays unless it's something Dr. Sam cannot deal with.
I only see Sam now. And he's changed my life around. My health, what he's given me is, he's given me the power to take control of my health. It's like it's my responsibility now.
And he has sorted lots of my problems out that I've had for years. I feel totally different about the environment, about foods in general.
I had migraines for 30 years, conventional medicine giving me very strong tablets with all side effects. And he stopped that, dead.
You know what he says to you is true and good for you, so you can't get better than that.
Well, I wasn't walking very well with arthritis, and now I've hardly got any arthritis, not to complain about. And yeah, certainly kept me going and probably helped me to survive.
Dr. Sam's just keeps me healthy all the time and looking young and feeling young and being active. In fact, I'm far more active than lots of people who are a lot younger than me.
He's not at all dictatorial to you, not at all. He really is so helpful and he's just so nice to my children. They adore, well we call him Dr. Sam, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know how he does it. I don't think I'll ask because it's just probably complicated, but
he explains it so well. It makes sense to me. Everything that he does is non-invasive. Everything. And it's just brilliant.
These are people that almost have given up on their conditions. They actually said, well, okay, there's nothing I can do. They've been there, they've done it all, they've tried every single aspect to try and get better, but they are still they're still having the same problems, and now they've resigned themselves to living with it. And then after all, why should they? And they come to see me, and almost to a person, that after about maybe 1 or 2 sessions, they realize that they don't have to live with their conditions, that it is going away, and it's under their control, and they have full control over their problems, and that is absolutely enlightening.
And what does that make you feel like?
On top of the world. That's why I want to put the message out. It's very important. You don't have to live with what you've got. Somebody is there to help. In fact, your meal consists of a bar of chocolate and a couple of bottles of fizzy drinks. Do you wake up with the headache and the dryness in the mouth, or does it develop during the day?
I feel better already.
Here's a lifestyle tip. Water. 75% of the liver's work is to use water to flush out the toxins that we make inside and also we get from outside. If you drink at least 1.5 to 2 litres of water per day, you will certainly feel the benefit.